Welcome to Beer and Board Games, folks. Beep, beep, boop, boop. You'll have to excuse me, I'm just real excited about playing Electronic Detective. Electronic Detective is an electronic detective game from antiquity. I used to play this when I was a kid. We had this in my house, and right now I'd like to have a beer in my hand.
Well, I have a beer in my house. It's from the Goliath Brewing Company. It's called Caramel Apple Fandango. Will it be good? I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm still a beer behind.
And these are the same folks who did Pseudo Sue, which was real popular.
Oh my god. That tastes like a carameled apple.
I smell apple.
What a mouthful.
It's gross.
Okay, the first thing you have to do in this game is name your detective.
Why are you a dog?
Because it is Halloween, Matt, and I'm dressed up in a costume.
Okay.
It was implied that costumes would be happening during the show.
Yes, but only to you, not to the rest of us.
But only to us. Oh, and then when I asked if there was a theme, perhaps, of the costumes, I was just presented the games.
I will admit to maybe a minor fail in communicating to you that there would be costumes.
Thank you.
Despite all the costume links I sent you in Facebook.
I thought we were just talking about artificial beards.
Right. However, I did message you, and I knew there was no point because you wouldn't wear a fucking costume anyway. So why?
So then why do we do this?
Why would I waste my time emailing you?
Why do you waste your time putting one together?
Because I wanted to dress like a detective.
You wanted to wear an old mothball coat.
Yeah, it smells like mold, and I hate it.
Closet.
I love it.
Yeah, when we were younger.
Yeah,
Back when
when
they
we
made
were
them and they
fun.
fit.
It's an unsustainable practice. Do you want to hire a costume mistress to outfit us with costumes every 2 weeks? No, you don't want to do that. Do you want to go out and find the costumes every 2 weeks? No, you don't want to do that. You just want to pull the old moldy coat out of the closet that you've worn on this show several times on costume days, and that doesn't cut it.
Crime Dog.
Crime Dog.
McGruff.
Turner and Hooch. Scooby-Doo.
So if he was wearing
Canine Cop.
the dog hat and the overcoat, it would work.
You two
Here,
should
you
switch.
can have the coat.
Just
No,
swap.
the point.
Aaron wears a slightly smaller coat than I do. It's fine.
All right, now Mike is the only one with a costume.
I feel like I might have lost a year of my life in the last 10 minutes or so.
I have my name,
All right.
Marcel Cartwright.
Marcel Cartwright, the detective,
Scrabbles Malloy.
Detective Dog.
of course. And I am Candy Muffins.
Stripper by day, detective by night.
That's me.
This game came with a flexi disc record that has a sample version of the game.
And that is how you were supposed to learn how to play the game. It's a little bit long, so we're going to listen to a few seconds of it here.
Want to become a detective? Well, you've come to the right place. Because with this record, I'll teach you all the ropes of the electronic detective game. So get the electronic detective computer in front of you and get yourself a case fact sheet and a pencil. Now, you're ready to get into your first case. It's what we call in the business a simulation. We'll be pretending to use the computer. Remember, you're not really using the computer. In this simulation, this record will take the place of the computer. And in this way, you can reenact the case over and over again whenever you want to teach somebody new how to play.
And then later you do it
Okay,
with the
let's get
computer.
started. If you were using the computer, you'd first
Which you're
press
not.
the on button. We'd be playing a solitaire game, so you would press the number 1. Then you would press the enter button. Now, if you were really using the computer, you'd be...
I would know.
Let's assume that number 16, John Feinflugel, bought the bullet.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is where he starts to go off the rails. And,
Let me tell you about my ex-wife.
Yep. Back in the old days, we listened to flexi discs to learn how to play games. Nowadays, we go to YouTube and watch flexi discs spin around and teach us how to play games. Did someone touch the computer?
I said don't.
So we're going to go with 2 difficulty. That's middle of the road difficulty. And then we're going to go with 4 players because there's 4 of us. And then we're going to press enter.
Computer.
Al Farouk was murdered at the art show.
Do I have to write this down?
Yes. And I'll explain how to do that in just a second.
I know how to write.
There are 19 people left to interview about who the murderer could possibly be. So you can cross Art Show off your sheet as a location because we know that that was where the murderer was. There's not going to be anybody there, and the murder weapon's not going to be there. The way that we figure out who did the murder was we got to figure out whether it was male or female, where they went, the weapon they used, and if their fingerprints was odd or even.
Yeah. This is not Clue.
This is far more complex. I will let you know, and this is important.
Okay.
Up here it says, where did the murderer go?
Yeah.
West side, east side, uptown, midtown, or downtown?
East Side for life.
Number 2 on your sheet is who was where. Now we have to go through and talk to these people and figure out where all of them were. Ask them secret questions. So you'll talk to them and everybody will get to know that. And then you'll get to ask them 2 secret questions apiece. The secret questions are on their card. Okay? And you'll start to get the hang of it as we go because I'll explain it to you. But
You can explain it to our butt.
there's one other important... I will. Any suspects who have fled to the location where a weapon is located can lie. I've yet to really have that play into anything, but I'm just letting you know.
You've never been lied to?
Not really, I don't think.
What a handsome man.
Yeah.
All right, we got to figure out who murdered Al Franken.
It's me, Candy Muffins. I'm starting. I'm off duty from the strips.
Candy, you forgot to take off one of your pasties.
Ah, shit.
Now leave it on, lady.
There you go.
That's worse.
Now they're both out. I'm going to talk to Lenny Little. He's a bartender. He's married to Ivy Little. Suspect. Number 1. Enter. Lenny Little says, I was at the theater. You're going to want to take and write a number 1 down in the men box on the theater location. Do you get me? What I like is that under who said what, it says men and their statements. Am I right, ladies?
Oh, men and their statements. I've heard them all.
Now I'm going to ask Lenny some secret questions so you guys can sort of talk amongst yourselves.
Man, right?
Private question
Private question.
1. Enter.
Private question.
It's your private question. Question that's
For
secret.
answers. How do you ask private questions? Oh, you press the button. Quiet.
What are you blathering about?
I was chewing candy corn. My apologies.
Got some candy corn stuck in his trachea.
But I was asking how you ask private questions, and I saw the button that says private questions. So I answered my question.
I've finished questioning Lenny Little and learned everything I could. And turn. John Mangum says, I tried playing this once, but I screwed up and accidentally ended up filing my taxes.
Right now we want to propose a toast to the memory of Shane Wellen. He was a fan of this show, and he passed away recently, suddenly, from complications due to cancer. He was someone who got a lot of people into watching our show, and he certainly will be missed. So here's to the memory of Shane.
Shane.
Shane! I'm gonna miss you, Shane. It really sucks. I was supposed to meet Shane
Oh, wow.
at GaryCon this
Oh,
year.
damn.
And he couldn't come because of this.
When you go to patreon.com/beerandboardgames, there's all kinds of fun you can have with reward levels. One of those allows you to have a gift purchased for one of our performers, and that's what someone did for Whitney.
That's right.
In fact, it was Johnny.
Thanks!
It's a reversible bandana that says worst costume ever. I'm gonna put this on my dog at Halloween. It's gonna be so fantastic. Oh,
It's 2 dog costumes.
got glow in the dark skulls and bones, man.
I'm going to question Rose Petal, who is a colleague of Candy Muffins, and they get together and shake it down at the cab hole.
Yeah. Shake it, don't break it.
You're going to click suspect,
Yep, 17.
17, and then enter.
Yeah.
It's a computer.
She was with Mickey O'Malley and Sing Wong.
That's good information. There it is.
Okay, Rose Petal. Thank you, my lady.
All right, Whitney,
What?
who would you like to talk to now?
Call me by my real name, Scrabbles Malloy.
Oh, sorry, Scrabbles. Who would you like to interview?
Doris Dill. That's who I'm talking to.
All right.
Piglets.
I see you're all having a lot of fun with the computer. I hope it keeps up, but if it doesn't,
Come and listen to this record again. And I'll make you feel better.
this is like a very simple computer.
She said she was on the east side.
Doris is a goddamn liar.
We just know she was on the east side, guys.
She was on the east side, west side, all around the town. God damn it, this case is getting to me.
All right, you can ask her 2 private questions.
Okay, so then I
Whitney.
hit private question
But
and
not-
then the number.
2 private.
I'm going to make them the most private questions I can think of.
Like,
Do you love your IUD?
okay.
And you ever sucked on a roll of pennies? Those are my
Pretty
2
private question, yeah.
Those are good. Ask those 2.
I love my IUD.
My IUD is a roll of pennies.
Where do I put this information?
Write it down, detective.
Okay.
It's very hard for me to take you seriously as a detective with that cat's asshole on your shirt.
That's the problem?
Melvin Laird devoted much of his energy to cancer research at the McArdle Clinic at the University of Wisconsin.
But when he was at the McArdle Clinic, he dedicated nothing to anything.
Getting nothing to anything except getting his fucking name
Knob
on the
polished.
side. And
Getting his knob polished most of the time.
Down at the McArdle Cleaner getting his knob polished.
All right. I'm going to Lenny Little, because he's top of the... He looks the most suspicious, really. He's a bartender.
I already talked to him, didn't I?
Guy's
You
a
talked
piece
to
of
Lenny?
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
talked
you
to
did.
Lenny.
Well, I'm not
He
gonna
was
talk to
there.
Lenny,
We
man.
interviewed him.
Lenny didn't do it. He was at the McArdle Clinic all day.
I'm gonna interview Joan Feinflugel.
Or as I like to call her, Joan Feinfloozy. And when I say fine, I mean not great.
Joan was on the west side
West Side for life.
with Ivy Little. Okay?
I feel like I'm nowhere near cracking this case. Cash.
You'll crack
That
it. You
boosh.
cracked the quiche. I haven't cracked the quiche yet. Is the breakfast over?
Yeah, I was thinking about that quiche all night.
I got some great information out of Joan. Oh my God, you guys, I'm real close to cracking this.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
You're not even close to cracking the quiche.
When I shaved, my daughter looked at me and said, "Daddy, don't look at me with that thing." And that thing was my face.
Today in the mail, Miss Uke sent a package. We had no idea it was coming.
Hey!
Is it like a champagne bucket? It's a head.
It's a planter, isn't it?
So that's fun. I gotta talk to Mickey O'Malley. He's the guy who first told us about the computer.
Irish name. Is he a cop? Oh, he's a retired cop. Okay. Thanks, 80s.
Mickey says, I was downtown with person number 8, Buster Bailey. We were shooting craps. Cracking wise and shooting craps. Buster Bailey. Now ask me 2 private questions.
Come here close. I'm interviewing Ellen Steller.
Eileen Stellar? Yes, you are.
Eileen Steller.
Suspect 15, man.
Man.
Fucking put it on suspect 15, man.
I was on the west side.
Eileen has a really gruff masculine voice.
I'm giving you the information she told me.
She was with Pepe and Lucy.
On the west side.
I'm not writing down anything anymore.
Come on, this is important. Write this down.
How did you play this as a child?
No, I didn't get it. It was over my head.
You guys, it's not over your head. It's so easy once you figure it out. And once you play it for a half an hour by yourself.
That's how I figured out a lot of things in my life.
Wait.
I can lick myself.
All right, ask her 2 private questions, quick.
EE.
No, you didn't write the number.
But I'm talking to the same
If you don't
person.
want to ask her private questions. No, you didn't. You're doing it all wrong. All right, Mike's canceled.
You got canceled.
Canceled. I didn't even grab any women's breasts.
Did you grab some men's breasts?
Yep.
Yeah, well, welcome to 2023. That'll get you canceled.
I can't grab no one's breasts.
No. You
First.
have to grab chicken meat.
Man can't sniff a woman's crotch anymore.
You guys, he's a dog.
I don't know how this case is going. I think he's gonna get away with murder.
Or she.
Oh no, we don't know.
Oh, canceled again.
Oh god.
Canceled.
Double canceled.
All right, you guys. Ivy Little was uptown
Funk you up.
at the embassy. So now we know that the embassy.
Has been compromised.
No, the embassy is west and uptown.
I gotta tell you, Chief, I'm new to this town. I don't know where the hell I am.
All right, I'm gonna ask her some secret questions. We're gonna
fine.
try to get closer
Hey,
to figuring
hey.
out who did this. What?
Just make them in public.
Wait a second. Do we know?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. I'm gonna make all private questions public.
That's a
from
good
now on.
idea. Let's share.
When Joan Feinflugel says that they were with Ivy on the west side, all public information. That's all accurate.
Yep.
If the two of us are your answers, and one of us always tells the truth, and one of us always lies, what question would you ask us, and to whom?
How's the pension fund looking?
If a boy and his father get in a car accident and are taken to the hospital, and then the doctor comes in and says, I can't operate on this boy, he's my son.
He was stabbed with an icicle.
Case closed!
How are the folks doing?
I just want to play this by myself.
Oh, the dog's going rabid.
Hydrophobia.
I'm gonna tell you right now that I know that the murderer was on the west side and downtown. If you want some inside information. He's got a
Buster
costume.
Bailey was on the east side
Busting her daily.
Yeah, that's good.
at the card party.
You know what else that means then? That Mickey was also at the card party. Mm-hmm. The murderer may have been Buster or Mickey. We're all detectives working in the same agency, I feel like.
Yeah.
This agency was a lot more reputable when it didn't hire dogs.
Hey, man.
Okay, Rocky Roll was on the west side.
Oh, Matt has lost enthusiasm for this game.
I can't say the same joke every time.
Can't you?
He was uptown.
Uptown.
Oh my god, he had to be at the embassy. There's
He was at
no
the
way.
embassy.
He's a diplomat.
And he was with Joan Feinflugel, so that proves he was at the embassy. Where was the 38 hidden, Rocky? It was hidden at the docks.
Yes. That's what I...
That confirms it.
I wrote that down.
I think it was Rocky Roll.
Make the accusation.
I'm going to accuse Rocky Roll of being guilty of killing Al Farouk here tonight. No. I just got shot.
Oh, we're all dead.
All right, now put away the computer.